Here we go!
Hey guys, welcome back to another topical discussion podcast featuring Marky Man.
And Paul Guy. Ooh. Oh my goodness. I just had Pitch Black for the first time just now.
So good!
Oh, wow.
Is it good?
It tastes like fizzy Dimetapp.
Oh man. That doesn't make it sound that... It's good, guys. Don't listen to him.
I'm drinking though, whatever.
Wow. I can't believe you.
I'm sorry!
Okay.
Anyways.
So yes, the Overwatch beta ended a couple days ago. Me and Paul, we never played it on the PC. So our very first hands-on experience was during this open beta.
For the console.
Let us tell you, if you didn't play this game, you are missing out.
Please consider playing it. It's really good.
Do yourself a favor. Pick it up when it comes out. Thank us when you do, because it's going to
come back to this video, type down, thank you,
hey,
Mark and Paul.
Guys, thank you for letting me buy the game.
Yes, we let you buy it.
Sealed with a kiss.
Okay. So,
well,
on that note, how about you kick this off, Mark?
Okay, well, let's start from way top. What is Overwatch? In case if anyone doesn't know, Overwatch is a team shooter, I'm going to call it. Mm-hmm. It's made by people over at Blizzard who did Diablo, World of Warcraft, StarCraft, Heroes of the Storm, Hearthstone. Overwatch kind of plays like Team Fortress 2, as in you pick a certain character. That specific character has their own special abilities, their own stats, and then you just fight other people. It's like a first-person shooter with like specialized characters. The game, there's no like deathmatch. There's like, I guess, control points. I guess you would call it, or they call it assault. Protect the payload or attack the payload, where it's just you have to protect the car or stop the other team from advancing. Blah 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 blah.
And it's like a combination of two as well, like capturing a point and then escorting a payload and stuff.
So, the game's a first-person shooter. It's very team-based. What's weird, I love it. It's a team-based game. You are gonna, if you play Call of Duty, you may not like this game just because you can't single-handedly win the game by yourself in Overwatch.
No.
You literally have to work with your teammates, do a plan, execute that plan, and then you'll get rewarded with loot boxes full of cool skins and shit. Because that's why I played the game. So I'm a hoarder.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of stuff to hoard in this game. Yes. I'll tell you that. And yeah, we have to emphasize that this is really a team game. Usually for shooter games, you're on a team with people, but you have your own personal performance and your own personal stats, and that's kind of what stands out in all these other shooter games like Call of Duty, for example. One person can seriously, or even like two or three, just a small people can actually carry a team because of their performance. But with this, though, it's all about really coordinating with everybody, which can be difficult if you don't have, if everyone doesn't have the mic skills or like access to a microphone. So to really convey that verbally. But, everything's kind of laid out that way, and the game kind of forces you to really, play together as a team to really complete these objectives. Because it's not just, how many kills can I get? It's all about, let's get the objective. And that should be the focal point that everyone should have on the team. And the game really is all built around that. So there's no way that individual performance can truly, carry the team. You could be killing people left and right and still lose because you didn't focus on, the point. You didn't focus on the objective. You focused on how many guys can I kill, So
during the beta, especially in the first couple days, you didn't see a lot of people who weren't doing the, the end goal. A lot of times it's like capture the flag. You have to stay in a spot for so long, and then whoever stays in there longest wins. There's plenty of times where I'm just sitting in the contested zone and no one's bothering me because they're too busy trying to kill people. You can get a 10-person kill streak, but that doesn't mean anything unless you get a 10-person kill streak in the contested area. So in the whole way, it's people who really enjoy MOBAs, like League of Legends and I guess Heroes of the Storm, Dota 2. I mean, they're gonna find a lot of value in this game because it's like a MOBA, just in first person. So like, if you played Smite, I would highly recommend. I'd highly
Sweet guitar lick there,
thanks,
Mark.
man. I would highly recommend trying Overwatch when it comes out. Before we continue, there's another game that came out recently that a lot of people are kind of confused with, and they think that the game that just came out is exactly the same as Overwatch. It's Battleborn.
Mm-hmm.
People come in like, hey, I just bought Battleborn. Why should I buy Overwatch over Battleborn? Well, let me tell you why. Because it's better. And that's it.
Because I said
Because
so.
I said so. No, I mean they are pretty similar games. Overwatch is a first-person team shooter. Battleborn's a third-person team shooter. And just in my opinion, the Overwatch seems what?
I think Battleborn's first.
I think it's third. It's third. It could be third. I don't. Well, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Regardless,
what are you gonna do? Fire me?
I don't know.
You make me quit?
I can't make you do anything, dude. It's your life.
It's my life.
Now or never.
So, what was I getting at?
Like the difference between Battleborn and Overwatch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. To me, Overwatch, you have more control over your characters. Battleborn. I mean, Battleborn's still an okay game. Don't get me wrong. But if you're trying to make a decision between Overwatch or Battleborn, Overwatch. Wait 2 weeks. Get Overwatch.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Well, one thing I know, I mean, I never actually played anything with Battleborn, but I have seen enough that I can, like, tell that there's enough difference between the two games, even though the core is the same, shooting. You shoot dudes. That's the core of both of these games. But I feel like Battleborn is more like what you would expect from a MOBA, simply because you have, like, minions, and then there's, like, these different, like smaller objectives that kind of work your way up to the big objective, which is to, attack the enemy base. So I feel like Battleborn follows a traditional MOBA style, whereas, like, Overwatch, when I look at it, I don't think even MOBA at all. I think literally it's definitely more shooter friendly.
Yes.
Even though it's objective shooter, it's still more of a shooter friendly. And that's really all you're focusing on, is shooting your way to the objective. Whereas this one, you have to kind of build your way. Like Battleborn, you have to kind of build your way up there, work your way up there with your team and your minions. And, that's just what I take of it, at least, I mean, I don't know if I'll ever play Battleborn. It intrigues me a little bit, but I don't know. I think I'm enjoying Overwatch enough that maybe I could just...
It's going to satisfy all my needs.
I might wait on Battleborn just a little bit, just because I found Overwatch first. I don't know.
So if hopefully you guys know a little bit more about Overwatch than you did 5 minutes ago, we're going to switch gears a little bit. We're going to kind of talk personally about our opinions on some of the characters in Overwatch. In Overwatch, there's 4 categories. You can be, I guess not you, but there's 4 categories to pick from. You can be an attacker, a defender, a tank, or a support character. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's pretty self-explanatory. Attack, you're just pure offense. Defense, that's a little misleading because you'd think like defense kind of be like a tank, but it not really. No, they are strictly like turrety. Like they set up defenses. That's the thing. So they're offensive characters by setting up like turrets or other defenses like that. Tank is self-explanatory. Absorb the damage, and then they can also attack. And then support are like your healers, your utility. Like I want to say cursors, but I wouldn't even know what you would call what Zenyatta does. The Discord orb, whatever. So whatever.
That's just them.
Yeah. So. My personal opinion, when I was playing, I always stuck with either a defense character or a tank character. There's a character, her name is Diva. I know way too much about Diva. She's a 19-year-old girl from South Korea who is like some crazy like video game goddess. So like the army.
I think she has like her own like channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the army gave her like a mech to like fight in this crisis. And then she just uses her mech to wreck shit. Let me tell you, she wrecks shit.
Yeah.
Because I think she is the most... I don't like using the word overpowered in anything in life. But I really think she's a little bit overpowered in this game.
A little bit broken.
Since she's a tank, she has crazy high defense, but her offensive abilities, like her Gatling gun she has, are infinite. You never run out of ammo. When her mech blows up, you can just play as her, and she has like a gun, which is stupid strong. It's just really just not fair for other characters.
The only thing is that if I can play devil's advocate against you,
Please.
Mark, to kind of show what they probably have in balancing, is that I noticed that even though Diva has a lot of health behind her and she can definitely tank the damage, it kind of goes quickly because when she's firing, she's not really mobile when she's firing. So she's like right then and there, and she can't like avoid the damage while she's trying to deal the damage. So even though she has a lot of health, after a certain period of time, it's going to dissipate to a certain degree, and then you have to hop out, and then you have to switch gears on your tactics with her, because when she's out of the suit, she is like
sponge cake.
She is squishy. She's like almost like Tracer squishy.
Yeah,
when she's like that, and you have to get yourself to the back lines and just you have to like kind of have to like pick your battles at that point, because you got like your ultimate charge and you need to charge that up all the way to get back into your mech, and you charge it up faster when you do damage when she's in her regular form. But that's the thing, like, do you just stay in the open, try to get the damage to get your mech back quickly?
Yes.
But if you try and do that, then it's like, oh, you die. A few good solid hits, dead.
Well,
but then you just come back.
Yeah. Well, luckily for me, I'm a straight up G when I play as Diva, and I can kill people out of my mech suit. So
certified G.
I'm
and a bona fide
and a bona fide concussion haver. Okay.
Anyways,
another player is Bastion, who is a robot. I love robots. I love robots and mechs. That's why I gravitated to people. Bastion can transform into a turret, and his turret is super strong. But in his turret mode, he is very squishy as well. Like, he has a big critical hit window, they claim. But yeah, so those are my two favorite characters of all of the characters. What are your favorite characters from the Overwatch beta?
Oh, jeez, do I have to pick?
Just have to. Right now!
Okay. Okay. If I really had, if you had a gun on my head right now, Mark, and you're telling me to pick my favorite character right now, the one person I have to spout out is Mei. Mei is Bae. That's all I gotta say.
What?
Yep.
No, Diva is waifu, so.
Well,
I'm her senpai.
Okay.
So.
I have an Ice Queen.
Oh, shoot.
Anyways, Mei is this little Chinese, scientist chick who, her whole motif is that she controls cold. She has ice. She has an ice weapon, and there's two different ways you could shoot it. You could kind of shoot it as this continuous ice, snow beam, I guess. And if you get someone,
ice beam.
If you get someone in that long enough, you can freeze them in place, and then you could get another quick shots in before they actually unthaw super quick and everything like that. So it's really handy to immobilize people, but you really have to get some good hits with that. Or you could do a little more of a concentrated sniper route almost, and just do one really long range blast with it. I mean, it goes through your magazine, if you want to call them magazine. It goes through that really quickly, and you have to reload a lot more sooner when you do it, but it's very powerful, and if you get some good headshots in that, it actually does a lot of good damage. She's a defensive hero, so there's some good defensive moves that she has, and her main one really is that she can build an ice wall. I was going to use another word, but that would have been bad. She can build an ice wall, and it's good for blocking out people from getting to the objective. Also, she could build it underneath her, and she can get herself to higher ground, start pew-pewing people from up there. So yeah, there's that. It definitely helps. Also, she can then cocoon herself in an ice crystalline thing and regain health. So it's a good way to, keep her survivability up there and you know, it's stupid because like people have abused that.
Yes.
I've noticed like people can go right to a point, just use it to keep the point alive and keep overtime going if it's over there, just because she's invulnerable when she's in that. And you know,
Smart.
it is, and there's actually not that bad of a cooldown to it as well. Also, her ultimate is very handy.
Is her ultimate like the little machine thing that does like the AOE? Like,
she has like a little drone on her back that she pops up, and like a big blue circle or red circle, a big blue circle comes up, and everyone that's like stuck in it for too long gets frozen in place. So that's a good chance for your team to start doing some damage. It definitely holds people for other ults as well. You know, like Hanzo's Durgans. Yeah. So I mean, you know, it's a little utility with her.
Would you have like a second character that you would like?
Probably be Zarya. She's a tank, and I find pretty good success with her. Once I grasped her concept, I think she's really good. She's a very good. She's like, I think she's more of like an offensive tank. Like Diva's definitely an offensive tank, and I think Zarya is also a good offensive tank. Her thing is she has this giant. Well, she's Russian, first of all. She's a Russian bodybuilder chick. And she has like this giant cannon thing where like she can shoot like this concentrated beam. It doesn't go very far. It's like a mid-range thing, but you can definitely rack the damage with it. But also, alternatively, you could shoot like these, like lob these energy blasts that have a little bit of an AoE effect to them when they explode. And then her big gimmick is that she can project barriers on herself and on the teammates, and they last for like a few seconds, give that little bit of HP boost. Definitely comes in handy when you're like in the thick of like a fight and you're absorbing damage, and then you realize, I can put a barrier on myself and last just a little bit, or you know, just to get away. The cool thing about it is that with Zarya, whenever those barriers take damage, whether they're on her or on another person, her attack increases.
I did not know that.
That's what it is. Like if you notice on the gun, there's like that little ball, energy ball thing that's kind of like there. If you notice, when those barriers take damage, it gets bigger. And when it gets bigger, your attacks become stronger.
That's what her passive means then.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
That's her passive ability, that she gets stronger, more damage. And then her ultimate is definitely a team ultimate because she shoots like that black hole.
Yeah.
And like all
they like suck the other team in.
Sucks anyone around it in and like keeps them in place. And so that's a good chance to get some damage on them, and your teammates can get damage. Like I know people who coordinate with teams definitely use her to, you know, set up for another ult to, you know, definitely take care of everybody.
The team. Changing gears, is there one character that you think needs to be changed in any way, or like you just don't like at all? Like why are you even in the game? Get wrecked, go home, please.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, I tried out everybody, and I mean, I personally didn't find any huge issues with anyone. I mean, there are some people I feel like need to be nerfed a little bit. Diva probably.
Watch your mouth.
I'm sorry, you even admit it too.
Wow,
so don't even.
I can.
Don't even. I do think Bastion might need to be nerfed a little bit as well, because there's been a lot of people who are good with Bastion. I could just go full circle with that and add to, like, he is just good at like holding the points down. I mean, especially in turret mode.
Yes.
Because like, you know, you see everything and you get the shot first, you know, and it's a pretty big magazine. Even though you still have to reload with him, it definitely is difficult to get around him unless you get around him. Yeah. You know, there's characters that can help with that. You know, Tracer and Reaper, Hanzo, and Genji. You know, people who are good at like disrupting. People who are good at disrupting team by attacking from the rear. That's probably the best way to get around Bastion. And did you know they actually changed Bastion from when they first constant? Because like originally he had a shield in front of him, but he could only like turn a little bit. So they got rid of the shield, but now he's actually able to turn a full 360. But even then, it's like, you know, if they just tone down on his damage output, I think, or make him a little more squishier, a little more easier to hit. I mean, that's really like a couple things I know.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, for a game that's not even out yet, and I mean they've obviously had a couple of like alphas and betas, and they fixed 76 up a bit. They fixed up Bastion, and then the troll or the dwarf guy,
Torbjorn,
yeah, because his turrets used to be a lot stronger in the old betas.
They're still pretty hard to do.
Yeah, but like for a game that's not even out yet, this game, in my opinion, is very well balanced, and I think Blizzard's done a great job of perfecting the whole game. This game is amazing. I can't say that enough. I mean, everyone's gonna think one person needs to be nerfed or one person needs to be made a little bit better. But yeah,
do you want to
finish it off?
No, we can still go.
No, finish it. I mean, it's 20 minutes. We can.
Okay, let me ask you: is there a certain character that you actually played that you thought you weren't gonna like, and you actually ended up liking them?
Not really. No. I mean, I had a person that I thought I was going to like, and I ended up not liking, like Reaper 76. I guess like Hanzo. I like the idea of like sniping in games, but I can't snipe in Overwatch at all. When I first played the game, I was Reaper first because he looks like he's a fucking Grim Reaper pretty much. I didn't like him. I mean, I got used to him. He's just not what I thought he'd be. And then Farah, who I think looks like a Gundam. I can't be that good with her. I try, I just can't.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like, if we're talking about guys I thought that I ended up not doing too hot with, that I kind of didn't play with, probably number one on my list for someone I didn't do that well with was McCree.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It could have just been me. And I know that some people are better with other characters than other, and I just don't think I can handle McCree for some reason. I mean,
it's high noon somewhere.
That's true. It is, but
is that what he says?
Well, that's one of the things he says. Maybe not for its alt, but I heard it. But like, yeah, I don't know why. It's like he shoots just like anyone else. It's the same shooting thing, but for whatever reason, I can't hit anything with his revolver. I feel like a lot of people out there are really good with him to like really control the damage towards everyone, and I am just like waving my gun around, can't even do it. Yeah, that even has like an interesting recoil when he like shoots all the rounds off. But yeah, that's definitely a guy I'm not good with. One person though, actually a couple people, I thought I was not going to do good with all. I actually ended up liking. First off was Tracer. I was actually a little intimidated by Tracer. Because I was like, with like the whole dash ability, I'm just like, oh man, I'm going to be running into walls. I don't know where I'm going. Once you get used to the game and the maps, I guess, like kind of get a feel of your surroundings of, the whole game, Tracer's not that hard to deal with, Especially when she plays that perfect disruptor role where like, even like on defense, she's actually pretty good because get behind the enemy team, distract them, or even like offensive, get to the point before anyone else, so that way the defense recedes and then your team pushes up. I mean, it's a very strategic move, and I ended up once I actually got that concept, the whole thing with Tracer down in that sense, she definitely ended up becoming like one of my go-tos for a good while, especially when I pick an offensive attack character. But the biggest person I thought that I was never going to play as, and I ended up loving, was Symmetra.
Ugh.
And she's a support. We haven't talked about any of the supports, did we?
Because support's booty.
You have to have at least one,
You
Mark.
do. I
end up doing that. If someone on the team doesn't do it, I'm just like, fine, I'll play support. Usually it's Lucio. But I try to... I actually tried out Symmetra, and I think she's cool. She doesn't heal. She's not a healing support. She's just pure utility. And her biggest draw is that she sets up turrets. And if you set up, I think like a maximum of 5 or 6 of them, if you set them up in like really good locations that the other team doesn't expect, you can rape people to come at you, man. It's it's actually kind of fulfilling when you think about it. When it's just like, yeah, I set that up. You fell into my trap.
Yeah,
that's your fault.
I mean, I hate support. I mean, Zenyatta's not bad. I like Zenyatta because you can heal and you can like disrupt the other team by like putting some type of like curse on them,
and a debuff.
Yeah, debuff. Thank you. And they, they take more damage. But he does decent damage himself. Mm-hmm. So if I'm a support, I'm usually just him. Yeah, support's not for me though. So if people who play Mercy and like main Mercy, like you should win like a Nobel Peace Prize because that you get no love for being Mercy until your team wins. And at the end,
give all the thumbs up to the
and at the end of the game, like the game chooses like 4 like stats, and like you can like vote who's like what's the best stat. And usually for Mercy or like a support character, and it says like 3,000 health, like recovered. People usually. So I take that back because people do care about support at the end of the game, but during the game, in like, hey man, you should heal me more. Hey. Heal me. I can't do it. So if you play support...
A tip, though. Protect your supports. Because, especially Mercy.
Hot tip.
Hot pro tip. Select star pro tip. Protect your supports.
Eat your vegetables.
And eat your vegetables. And drink your Mountain Dew.
With that all being said, Paul, anything left to say about the Overwatch beta?
I can't wait for the real game.
Yeah, neither can I.
If I can make one complaint, super duper quick. I know we're kind of running long, usually for a podcast for us. One thing I wish that Blizzard would take into account, if it hasn't already been said, is AFK players.
Oh,
there have been plenty of times where I pull up on a team and some guy is just sitting there, doesn't even pick a character, but they're taking up a slot. Blizzard, can there be there has to be a way to set up where if some person doesn't pick someone for a certain period of time, that they just get booted. So that way if someone else comes along that, I don't know, wants to play the game, could actually come in and play the game with us. Because it sucks when you have a 5-on-6, sometimes even 4-on-6. Yeah. I've been on a 4-on-6 situation, and the game just gets stupid hard at that point. Please, Blizzard. Can we do something about that?
Can we do something about that? Come on.
Instead of penalizing me for leaving a game like that, how about you just, I don't know, destroy their PS4s or whatever. I don't know.
Brick their consoles, ban them off Battle.net, give me all their loot on Diablo if they have any.
And take all their money.
And take all their gold from WoW. With that being said, Overwatch comes out May 24th.
Yes,
May 24th. So. I knew that. I was just testing you. Comes out May 24th. Buy it. I promise you love it. I promise you we're going to have a lot of Overwatch stuff coming on the channel when the game is finally released. Keep a lookout for that. With that being said, Marky Man and
Paul Guy,
we're leaving forever. Not JK.
Until next time.
Until next time, you do you.
See ya.